Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Binance price prediction based on Elliott Wave Analysis. This is a very interesting analysis for Binance, one of the most interesting because I'm gonna show you several scenarios, and those scenarios between bullish and bearish telling us that we have topped for Binance and we are looking for lower prices. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave A, 1, or W in a zigzag, of course. Now, after all case scenarios, we are looking for a correction, perfect, wave B, wave 2, or a wave X. Very nice. Now, after this, we saw an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This impulse has finished a wave C, meaning A, B, and a C. That means if we have top for a wave C, you are looking for 3 corrective waves toward the downside and then continuation for higher. In case we are in the blue count, 1, 2, 3, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, you are looking for 3 wave corrective inside this blue box and continuation toward the upside. In case we are in the W, which is a bearish scenario, W as a zigzag toward the upside, zigzag toward the downside for X, and a final zigzag for your wave Y, meaning you have finished 3 wave here. Yeah? And let's say this is 3 corrective waves, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and that because of the wave here, which it looks a little bit unfinished, but of course higher possibility that we finish wave 3. But let's say it is, of course, a bearish scenario and we have 3 waves down, 3 waves up. You're looking for your wave 5. So the possibility for this bearish scenario is still like 10 or 20%, yeah, but still showing in case it is a corrective wave here as an expanding flat, you're looking for a wave C impulsively toward the downside. Meaning in all cases scenarios, we are bearish for Binance. And we're looking, of course, for this minimum requirement target at a 0.23 fib level, taken, of course, from the bottom of this wave here, which is the start of your impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the start of it to the top of it, giving us 0.23 at 231 fib level. And of course, in this case scenario, I would say, yeah, we have to be careful with Binance because, of course, I would say 80% we have topped for Binance and we're moving it toward the downside. And possibly what we saw here in the top, I'm gonna zoom in, possibly what we are looking at here is a double 1, 2s. Let's move inside this and check what's going on the daily. So on the daily, this is your top here where you have top for wave C and for wave 3 and also for wave B. Yeah, so here we go. And then we are looking for a leading diagonal here, very clear leading diagonal for a wave 1. Yeah, so this is your wave 1 here. Let's label 1. And then you have a 2 and then probably 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. This is your first wave 1. And because there is a leading diagonal, which is higher possibility that this is an impulse, of course, starting with the leading diagonal, higher possibility goes for an impulse because a leading diagonal shows up in most cases in a wave 1 for an impulse. Very rare to see it in a zigzag. Yeah, so if we take a look here on the 4-hour chart, we see this, after this leading diagonal 1, 2, we see here several 1, 2s, 1, 2s, but a very long wave 3, but without 4, 5, 4, 5. Meaning something is going on here that is not really looking very nice. However, if we are corrective here, because there is no impulse, of course, toward the downside, we can, of course, say that, all right, we are impulsive still toward the upside because this has turned to be a correction, right? A, B, and a C probably. Then if you are bullish and you're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, your wave 4 interfered with your zone 1. Again, invalidation, meaning there is no impulse even toward the upside. Therefore, this is an indication that this has turned to the only rare case scenario that we can see, which is an expanding diagonal. And an expanding diagonal is, of course, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, like the teeth of the shark, right? And exactly this is what we would like, to see here, where you have the most rare case scenario, but you have to see that all scenarios has failed. When all scenarios fail, therefore, yeah, we can call this expanding diagonal, which it can be very, very likely to be a wave 1, 2, and then now continuation toward the downside. And that because of the invalidation of the impulse here. Yeah, because if you have an impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, now the wave 4 interfered with zone 1, therefore invalidation again. So there is no impulse. Otherwise, you have to consider this as well, expanding diagonal. Yeah? So this is too much, of course. And we are looking already to something like leading diagonal right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 2, and probably continuation toward the downside. And this might be, of course, your wave 3, 4, and a 5. And finishing a wave 3 here, 4, and a 5. And probably this will bring us back to the scenario that we saw, of course, on the daily. Here we go. It might be, of course, for something very, very big. Let me check just a quick the fib levels for a wave 3 here. Here we go. This is your wave 3, the first wave 3, yeah, 4 and a 5. And then, of course, you have another 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so basically, this what it can be. So yeah, we are very, very close to 0.23. Yeah, that means, of course, it can be one single wave toward the downside and continuation toward the upside. It can be a very, very fast cycle, to be honest, for like a bear cycle for BNB. So we're gonna see how the things are going to unfold, but very, very likely that we have topped, guys. 80% I would say that yes, we have topped for Binance and we're moving toward the downside. Now let's take a look a little bit on a KGT. So on KGT, very, very interesting actually, because we are looking to a big divergence here on the KGT for the BNB, which is for the bullish, right? It is a very big divergence for the bullish, while we see invalidation for the bearish scenario, by the way. Yeah, very interesting. Let's see also the 5-minute chart. Well, on the 5-minute chart, it is not the case. On the 5-minute chart, and it is always preferably to go smaller to see the price action, what's going on inside the wave. So yeah, okay, yeah, on the 5-minute chart, we have invalidation for bullish, and we have a very, very valid convergence for the for the bearish. Of course, the 5-minute, the lower time frame here are taking lead. And yeah, we're looking, of course, still to take more lower prices probably. However, as you can see, yeah, a very big divergence coming from here, but yeah, so we have already passed this invalidation here right now. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, but yeah, very, very high possibility that we have topped, and of course we're moving for lower for BNB in all case scenarios. That was it for BNB. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.